What's up, y'all? This Rom coming back at you with damn girl, yet another car video dealing with women who make it clear they want a man different from you. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Dealing with a woman who makes it clear she wants a man different from you. And you know what? This guy do, because there's always something. Like in specifically the black sector of YouTube, manosphere section. Well, can't say it's just the manosphere section, but you got these divestors and stuff, right? But then there's also discussion about, Pookie and Ray Ray and stuff. And shoot, you might even have that colorist discussion. That's just in the black sector. They got some stuff in other sectors too. Talking about these women want Chad and Tyrone, though it's mostly men who talk about that. But we'll just go with, they ain't you. Or women say, well, you got to be this, you got to be that, and all of that and stuff. Or they say they only want that. Now, the issue with it is not so much they want that or want something different from who you are. That's not even the issue. The issue is how they tell you that. Because they don't just say, well, no, thank you, they not attracted. They make a point, and this is whatever type of woman. They make it a point to let you know, no, it's not you. It's almost like they're trying to stick it in your face. Because then some of them will go to the point and try to put you down. That's a big thing with those divestor types. Talking about they don't want, they want a brother and everything. Talking about all this bad stuff. Man, they got some fat ass motherfuckers up at this damn store. God damn. No wonder they stay crowded. Oh, the Wegmans in Harford County, yeah. Anyway. I was thinking about that shit. But here's the thing, you can't help what they do. Because women always gonna be that, even if it's something small. Like, I remember a time, now this woman didn't say like, oh, I want this type of guy or anything. She just told me she ain't like. So I just looked at her like, okay, that means you should stay out of my path. And kept it going because it wasn't necessary she even did that because I wasn't trying to get with her anyway and stuff. But I learned a valuable lesson with that, which I've seen in other occasions. Now, this is different from when a woman in a nice way lets you know that, you're not her type or she ain't feeling. Like, story I told a couple times. This young lady, when I was living in D.C., and she was like, I was just too big for her. And this is when I was smaller than what I am now. She was like, you're just too big. And I said, shoot. And I told her, I remember I looked at her because she like real slim guys. So I ain't get mad at her because me and her were real cool. But I just looked at her and said, I'm going to drop 20 pounds and then I'm going to pin your legs back. And she said, shoot, I dropped 20 pounds. She welcomes me to pin her legs back. Oh, man. But she just like a slimmer dude. That's all the dude she ended up with. He was just slimmer. He was slim, stick thin. That dude, shoot. That dude needed some cheeseburgers. Shit, he needed all you could eat buffet. But that's what she like, and that's cool. But see, that's different. See, when you get some of these other women, they be like, oh, well, you're not this race, or you're not thug enough. Or even some of those women who talk about, well, you got to be this height. This is what you do. This is what you do. When they say something to you like that, be like, or even better, be like, okay. Because the reason why, because those women do it for a specific reason. They want to mess with your head. Because one thing I peeped with women, I peeped this early in life. They get a certain rush out of actually rejecting you and messing with your head. Like a woman in a nice way rejecting you, she'll just be like, no thank you, or, they'll tell a white lie, even if it's, or especially if they like say they don't have a boyfriend, they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I got a boyfriend. They'll be nice about it. and stuff. But when you get a woman trying to say, well, you not this and not that, or even going out their way, or even doing web pages where they trying to jump on a man, no, they trying to mess with that man. But you fuck with their heads, and I do mean fuck with their heads. Ain't like, well, okay. Like that divested thing. I had a sister look at me one time and say, well, I don't mess with black men. I don't do that. They are. I was like, okay, leave us alone. You're doing us a favor. It messed with her head. But she was also full of shit anyway, because I saw her with her brother a few weeks later. I was like, shit. Yeah. That, you know what, that's a whole other conversation with that group. Or if you get a woman, let's say, okay, this is a big deal, woman getting with a thug or something like that, or she say, well, you gotta be a thug, you gotta be this. You know you ain't that. Just say, okay. All right. You know, just say, okay, keep going. Shoot, they actually helping you out. Shoot, you get sarcastic with them and say, damn, you got a fat ass too. All right. You have a good luck with all of that. oh, shoot. And if they're going to be mean about it, this is what you do. If they try to be mean about it, like even if you try to be cool, they keep trying to push it. You know what? You could do the logical thing and just say, well, hold up. You just said you didn't want me. I'm respecting that. Let me just move on. I'm letting you do your thing. You know, you could do that. Or you could fuck with them like this. Like they say they want a certain race, they want a certain size, a certain, criminal status. Be like, oh, okay, how's that working for you? Where he at? I'm just curious. I want to shake his hand because he got a woman such as you. Just fuck with her. Especially that. Just say, oh, how that working for you? I don't give a shit. That shit will kill. They be like, well, I'm only going to get this type of man. Well, one, all they had to do is let you know they weren't interested and go for that. Then it's up to you if you're going to push it. But be like, really? Okay. Yeah. How that working for you? Where you at? Wow. Let me see your man. Seriously, just say that. I'm going to tell you what. In most cases, right? In most cases, they ain't gonna be able to show anything. In most cases, they single because say they have a certain race. Because it could be some white women talking about, oh yeah, I'm only dealing with brothers, right? Or it could be, I don't know, it could be a woman saying, oh, she only mess with educated men. Okay, ask her how that's working for her. Because here's the thing, regardless of the race, regardless of economic status, regardless of how long their court docket is, regardless of height, whatever. If a woman gets with a man that she wants and she's happy, she don't feel the need to fuck with anybody. Seriously, I want y'all to think about just that one thing. I met sisters who dated interracially, and they were happy. They were cool as shit. Who are truly happy with their position. I've met women, regardless of race, who got with somebody, they wouldn't get with certain people. They don't say anything. They don't have time because they happy. A truly happy woman, she just happy where she at. She ain't gonna mess with anybody and stuff. She ain't gonna feel the need to put down somebody. And one thing you'll find with those women too, they really ain't that picky. They just happen to meet somebody they click with. They cool with you as long as you're cool with them and stuff. But for those ones gonna be on some bitch shit, just fuck with their heads. Just say, well, why do you feel the need to tell me? Especially because a lot of times they'll try to do that shit and you ain't trying to mess with them, which is really part of their issue. It's almost like they trying to say, well, you ain't trying to holler at me. You're not trying to be friendly at me, so I reject you. And you'd be like, okay, well, last I looked, there was plenty. I mean, shit. If you reject me, you ain't feeling me. You ain't attracted, you got something. Well, just go on. Seriously, I was thinking about that because I be seeing some videos and stuff, and dudes getting mad. mad at the women. Dude, I want y'all to think about something. An abundance mindset, right? Because let me share something with you. Let me share something with you, because this ain't had to do with even an interracial thing. This was a colorist thing, right? I remember I was back in college, cool with the woman otherwise, but I remember me and a brother around, even more chocolate than me. You know, we around the sister. She talking about, I mean, she was like, and she didn't care. She was like, yeah, you know, I like light-skinned black men. You know, I like light-skinned black men because, you know, I find that they're smarter and more intelligent. You know, this is in the 80s and stuff. These were the I'll Be Sure, Chico the Barge, Prince days. That was just how it was. And me and the other dude, we just looked at each other like, yeah, whatever. We weren't even fazed by it and shit, man. Cause, you know, well, he was getting his more than me. Because, like I said, compared to with the other guys at my school, I was non-select. But I wasn't that non-select, so I was like, okay, all right. You know? Because, yeah, but see, the thing is, man, you know, you just can't be fazed because that's what they want you to do. And plus, you never know when it works for you. Okay, like, say you got some women, right? Let's use that colorist thing again. I remember, and like I said, it might be, I've mentioned this before. You know, this woman at this retreat, fine woman, all these guys checking her out. And this particular light-skinned dude, but she liked chocolate men. That benefited. Or like, say, this whole thug thing. Yes, there's plenty of women who like thugs. They like guys with a criminal record. Well, one, that automatically, like, disqualifies them from me. But there were plenty of women who wanted a more educated guy. You know, wanted a guy who, you know, could intelligently talk to them about whatever subject. You know, those are the ones I got. That's why I talk about a tribe. Because it's all, I don't care who you are, unless you just totally fucked up. There's some women out there that like it. I remember one of the webinars on my private site, you know, I had a young man, and he said, look, there's so many women, don't tell me you can't get 12 a year. One for every month. It is. Shoot. Seriously. So it's like, okay, that group don't like you, but maybe this group do. You know, just focus on that. Because, like, for me, the women that really get me the most are the educated ones. Have a minimum college degree. Now, there's been some exceptions, but even the ones who were exceptions, you go over their place, and they have a bunch of books. More on the intellect. The ones who were like more on the intellectual thing, they like. So I stick with that. I don't worry about some woman saying she wants some thug, or some woman who wants some dude who's just totally street or whatever, or a woman who says she wants a race outside of the one I represent, or even culture, because you can get an intercultural thing too. Like, say a woman, she say, well, you know, you got all this. Like, say she's from the mother continent. She's from Africa. She's from Nigeria. And she say, well, you know, I gotta have that Nigerian man. Or she's from the islands. She gotta have that Jamaican man. I don't get mad. I just be like, okay. You know, that's the thing. But anyway, but in general, though, when you meet that woman, like I said, if you act like you don't give a shit, it fucks with her head. Seriously. You don't worry about it, you know? And like I said, if they want to push it more, just say how they're working for her, because what that do is turn it on her, and then she realizes, hey, she's a loser, because she trying to make you feel bad. And you know what, here's what you do too. Be like, you know what, this will be perfect. Get on the phone. She'd be like if okay, here's what you do, right? Especially if you got a fine ass woman. You got a fine. This is for y'all who got like, I ain't gonna say a dime, but like 7 and up, like fine and shit. And you got a picture in your phone, and she want to push it, and just be like, I don't care what it is, This is especially if you got a woman. Say something like they try to say, well, yeah, I wouldn't want a guy like you, whatever it is, race, economic status, lack of a rap sheet, and be like, well, here's my woman right here. I mean, we good. I'm just gonna be right for her, so it's all right that you don't want to get with me. It's gonna fuck with her head. Seriously, if they're gonna push it. But other than that, where they like keep trying to push it, just let them go, man. Just be like, whatever. Okay. All right, fine. That's what you want. Okay, stay off my dick then. Shit, you stay over there. I'll be over here. Oh, man. One thing people don't know, that's why I don't get in beefs and shit, because people don't know how deep I can fuck with somebody's head. That's why I don't worry about a lot of shit. That's why I let a lot of shit go. Because I'm that type. I'm a sledgehammer to a fly, motherfucker. Seriously, that's why I try to stay out of stuff. I was like, well, shit, why I'm doing that? Because I'm that type. Anything that a nervous breakdown for somebody fucking with me is unacceptable. So that's why I say, let me just walk away. I'll let them stew in their own bullshit. Seriously. But yeah, fellas. Whenever a woman say that, just be like, yeah, okay. Yeah. If you got a toothpick or something, get that in there, be like, yeah. Okay. Just be like, okay. And shit. And like I said, if they keep pushing it, say, how that working for you? Where you at? And say that shit. Or if they get thug about it, oh man, you know what? Just say to them, all right, you know what? Fuck the bullshit. I'm right here. You tell him to come say something to me. You tell him to come say something. Shit. So anyway, though, that's all I got for today, y'all. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not coming from you. Got all this shit on, man. Dental work, y'all. The dentist should be your best friend, even if they evil, and they are evil. I've known a lot of dental assistants. That's actually one, so I can mess with them. Anyway, y'all, I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.